Howdy, everybody. Whoa. I'm sitting at a red light, so don't freak out. I'm not paying too much attention to the camera. I caught a little sun today. I was out doing one of my side hustles in the old, trusty, crusty work truck. Ah, daggone it. Sorry. There, let's try that. Come on. Hope y'all can hear me okay. I know this old thing's kind of loud. Well, all my skepticism originally about coronavirus might be proven wrong. My uncle's got it. He is an older gentleman. He has COPD really bad, and he's currently in the hospital with it. So find out and see. I don't know. I've been around him. Oh, stop. I've been around him a total of like 5 minutes since this outbreak happened. Man, I hate that. There just ain't a good spot to put this in the truck. There, that's better. I've been around him a total of like 5 minutes since the outbreak happened. We were trying to take care of him, but obviously keep our space. My mother's been around him more than I have, so we don't really know what's going to be going on here in the next few days with him. Today I was just out doing the side hustle on my lawnmower, cutting a little bit of grass, made some fairly decent money considering the amount of time I put in. Another Terminator Cobra. You don't see two of them following each other every day. Sorry, I'm a gearhead. I love cars. I especially like my Mustangs, and I seen two Mustangs back to back that were a 2-year run only, fairly modern. They ran 0304, and they were some of the best Mustangs to do bolt-on parts to. Well, I tell you what, my wife and I, we got talking the other night. She's like, I tell you what, this is like spouse swap with this pandemic going on. I'm like, what are you talking about? She's like, well, it's not wife swap where one family, two families give up their wives to go live with another family and blah, 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 blah. This is like we just swapped spousal responsibilities. I'm like, yeah, you're kind of right. Because up till the beginning of this month, I was the breadwinner of the house. Come on. Can't see what's coming, so I gotta go. Alright, we're good. I was the breadwinner of the house, and my wife was a stay-at-home parent. Well, starting in this month, she got her a job and making pretty decent money. And then, like 2 weeks after that, I ended up getting laid off. So it's been interesting because I've been a stay-at-home parent. The other day, I had to go do all the doctor's appointment running and whatnot. It was just normal, previously scheduled stuff that was scheduled before the outbreak. And I had to take care of the doctor's appointments and go by the kids' school and pick up a couple odds and ends and just normal parent stuff, really. But I've been enjoying getting to hang out with the kids, but they try to drive me crazy every now and then, and she's been getting tired but enjoying working and feeling productive. And I'm going to be off for the next 2 weeks, I think. I don't think we're going back till the the 13th or something else, and even then our schedule's going to be all jacked up, so I have no idea what's going on. Thankfully, they haven't put out a contradicting memo from the HR department at work yet, but they have been putting out just about daily updates on our Facebook page for employees, so just lots of new information coming in rapid fire. So I don't really know I didn't really have a plan on what I was going to talk about today. I just kind of wanted to post a video to keep the upload flow up. I did, however, hear some good news that various three-letter organizations within the government are trying to ramp up the coronavirus testing capacity to 75,000 test kits a day. There's some new data coming out that suggests that this virus may not be as deadly or have as high of a fatality rate as originally projected. The majority of the tests in the United States that were given were strictly people that had it and showed symptoms, whereas there are a lot of people that very well may have had it and it been no worse than the common cold or a mild case of the flu. So that's potentially very good news. There's also testing coming out that will test for the coronavirus antibodies in your system so that you will be able to tell if you had it in the past and recovered. So there's a lot of efforts being made to determine exactly how big of a deal this is as far as the fatality rate goes. There's still a lot of things up in the air there. I did remember hearing that Italy, part of the reason why they're having such issues is their population. They had a boom in population probably back shortly after World War II, and the birth rate slowed down, so a lot of Italy's population is very old grandparents and stuff, so they've got a very high fatality rate from it due to the fact that the majority of their population is way older people. I'm not saying that makes it any worse or better, but that's just part of that's just something behind the number. I tell you what, I think that the current economic bailout that is fixing to be signed overall is a better piece of legislation, what I know about it, than what was signed in 2009, 2010. Don't get me lying about the year, I don't know, but the Barack Obama bailout. I'm not a fan of the size of it by any means. I think we're borrowing against our future, and we haven't even started to pay back the loan that we've currently taken out, but the way it's written, I think it's better. I think it's a little excessive in a lot of areas, but the thing I like about it is there will be government payouts directly to the individual. They will use your current income tax return or refund information and pay out whatever you're due on this stimulus package. So you need to make sure you update that with the government if anything's changed as far as like your mailing address, direct deposit information, if you had another kid. Well, no, that wouldn't take effect because they're basing off of 2019, not 2020. But they're paying out to singles with parents, to married filing jointly, married filing separately, and all your kids and all that stuff. So there will be cash payments going out. I've seen anywhere between the next 2 to 4 weeks. I don't know if that's a firm deadline or not, but it's news. I think they might be going a little overkill, but also I don't know how bad this recession is going to be overall, and I know that it's going to affect some people worse than others, but I think it's better that they're paying money out to people instead of bailing out the banks and everybody else that had started spending more than they could sustain, because a lot of the people that are going to end up hurting from this made educated purchases based on the past several years of their income, and then all of a sudden they had no income because the government mandated that their company shut down. All of a sudden there was no demand for their company. Restaurants and whatnot, they've got no need for wait staff, and so a lot of them have been laid off or just strictly unemployed. So it's been it's been rough on a lot of people. I'm not gonna lie. I was in a rather fortunate set of financial circumstances when all this hit, so I'm not hurting from it at this point in time. But I know that there's going to be a lot of people that are going to end up behind on their stuff. Thankfully, the governor of my state has been very proactive. We're in the top 10 states as far as how good we've been doing against coronavirus. And I'm getting a phone call. I'm just going to go ahead and sign off now, folks. So I'll be back at another point in time. Y'all take care.